Shabbat Shalom, and welcome to 5 Minutes of Torah with a Beth Israel Rabbi. Over Rosh Hashanah, I spoke about the fact that we are now 50 years after Israel's victory in the Six-Day War, and the ramifications that continue until this very day, 50 years later. One of those ramifications is something that we actually saw just this past week, when President Donald Trump of the United States decided to officially acknowledge and recognize Jerusalem as the capital of Israel. There's been a lot said about this, a lot of people weighing in with their opinions in news and in media, pundits and all kinds of people across the world. And certainly this is a challenging issue for many. But for us as Jews, and for us as Zionists, this is an important issue. Jerusalem has indeed been the capital of the Jewish people for thousands of years. It has been in our hearts and in our souls. Firstly, we have to ask the question of whether or not there would be a news storm, a media storm, if indeed the United States decided to recognize Ottawa as the capital of Canada. It certainly wouldn't make the news at all. Certainly, a country has the right to determine its own capital. For the last few thousand years, we as a Jewish people have seen Jerusalem as our capital. From the day that King David established Jerusalem as the capital of Israel until this very day. And Jerusalem has always been in the heart and soul of our thoughts and even in our texts. This coming Shabbat we read Parsha Vayeshev. This Torah portion, which deals primarily with the relationship of Joseph and his brothers, is part of a bigger narrative of not only Joseph and his brothers, but Jacob and the entire family, our forefathers and our foremothers. Just within the last couple weeks in the narrative, Jacob was escaping from his brother Esau, and he needed to find a place to lay his head down. And he put his head down in order to sleep for a little bit on a pile of rocks. He fell asleep and he began to dream. And in this dream, he saw angels going up and down a ladder. When he woke up, he acknowledged that that was a holy space. That was, as he said, Yesh Hashem b'makom hazeh v'anochi lo yadati. God is in this place and I did not know it. According to Rashi, based on centuries of rabbinic tradition, not only is this a holy space, but the very place in which Jacob put his head down and went to sleep is actually the very spot of Har Moriah, the place in which the temple was built in Jerusalem. Jerusalem has always been central to our thoughts and to our very existence as a Jewish people. And yet, this decision by Donald Trump comes with controversy in the Arab world and beyond. I want to encourage you to join me on this coming Wednesday at 12 p.m. here at Congregation Beth Israel as I deal with this issue, both the history and the text behind it and modern current events connected to this decision in my Lunch and Learn. Again, please join me at 12 o'clock for my Lunch and Learn here at Beth Israel this coming Wednesday. Shabbat Shalom.